Capacitor.
Video made by Ankit Soni, Abhishek Kumar and Akash Kesari.
Do you know this guy?
Let me think. No.
He is the guy who is responsible for the working of many, literally not many electrical instruments by inventing the first capacitor named as a Leyden jar.
What is a capacitor?
A capacitor is a passive two-terminal electrical component used to store electrical energy temporarily in an electric field.
The forms of practical capacitors vary widely, but all contain at least two electrical conductors separated by a dielectric. A capacitor stores energy in the form of an electrostatic field between its plates.
Dielectric is an insulator that can store energy by becoming polarized.
An ideal capacitor is characterized by a single constant value, its capacitance. Capacitance is defined as the ratio of electric charge Q on each conductor to the potential difference V between them. It's capacitor!
Variable capacitor. A variable capacitor is a capacitor whose capacitance may be intentionally and repeatedly changed mechanically or electronically.
Above is a cross-section of a variable capacitor.
Unlike standard fixed capacitors, variable capacitors are configured to allow changing the capacitance levels. In most cases, variable capacitance is accomplished by altering the distance between the parallel plates in a capacitor or by shifting the cross-sectional area at which the plates may face one another.
Due to their normally high allowance for holding charge, these types of capacitors can be found in filter circuits and power supply applications and are also commonly used in radio frequency networks.
Let's focus on its use in tuning of radios.
You dumb! Not listening of radios, tuning of radios.
What is a radio tuner?
The verb tuning in radio context means adjusting the radio receiver to receive the desired radio signal carrier frequency that a particular radio station uses.
A tuner is a subsystem that receives radio frequency transmissions like radio broadcasts and converts the selected carrier frequency and its associated bandwidth into a fixed frequency that is suitable for further processing.
The next step is usually either to process subcarriers like real radio transmissions or to sample the whole bandwidth with AC, DC at a rate faster than the Nyquist rate, that is at least 2 times the IF frequency.
But what is the use of capacitor in the tuning of radios? Let's see.
The simplest tuner consists of an inductor and capacitor connected in parallel, where the capacitor or inductor is made to be variable.
This creates a resonant circuit which responds to an alternating current at one frequency. Combined with a detector, also known as the demodulator, it becomes the simplest radio receiver.
The tuning capacitor in a radio is involved in determining the frequency of an oscillator somewhere in the radio. As that capacitance is varied, the frequency of the oscillator changes. Concept of resonance is used.
So in this way, capacitor is used in the tuning of radios.
Thank you for your claps!